and date. And when you date multiple people, you can see, oh, okay, I like this. Okay, I want my next person to do this.
Hi girl, if they say I ain't the baddest, then the motherfuckers lie. How you riding on a nigga who be asking for a ride?
Okay, running up them bands, tryna ball till I fall. Running from his bitch, he gon' come when I call.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. You already know it's your girl S, and this is my mess. As you can tell by the title of the video, we are going to be talking about dating mistakes. Child, very much ghetto out here, okay? Especially for my brown and beautiful sisters. But thank goodness your girl has already made those mistakes, so you don't have to. Just watch this video, you know, learn from me and the mistakes that I have made, and I'm probably still going to make, because who am I fooling? We're young, dumb, you know, we're learning and growing every day. So enough of me chatting it up. Let's jump into the video. All right, so let's jump right into it. I got my notes right here. I wrote down, 21 mistakes that I have made, and currently still making some in 2021. But the goal is to get this down to 0. Okay? All right. So number 1, I would say, is the most important, if not, the most important. Definitely try your hardest to heal or begin the healing process prior to jumping into the dating scene. Now, healing looks different for everyone, okay? But do not get out of something with someone that you cared about and not process those emotions and jump into something else with someone you don't know, because 9 times out of 10, it's gonna end horribly, okay? Healing for me was going to therapy, doing the whole singleness thing, and I'm kind of over it now, and I'm going back out into the dating scene. But it may be going to the gym 2-3 times a week to clear your mind, or going to the studio, or playing basketball. Whatever healing looks like for you, do it. Do the work, because if you don't do the work, you're going to keep dating the same person over and over again, and it's just going to be a cycle. So heal. That does not mean you're going to come, perfect when you meet your next person or you go on your next date, but the goal is to not do the things that you were doing in your last situation or relationship. Hence this video. So heal. That's number 1. Heal. Start the healing process. You will not be completely healed. I don't know who's, some people believe you have to be 100% healed in order to start dating, which is not realistic, because you're constantly growing and healing every day. So I don't think you can ever reach a point of perfectness. You should always aspire to want to do and be better. So just heal, be healed majority, just be in a better space and learn from your mistakes in that last situation, and then put yourself back out there. That's what I would recommend. Some people will tell you the best way to get over someone is to get under someone. Highly do not recommend that. Okay? I'm talking to you, sis. Don't do it. Number 2. Now, this is not in any particular order, but number 2 is oversharing with friends and family. Okay. So I definitely, my last relationship, was guilty of doing these things, where I would tell my friends about my last person, which he was not the worst person, nor was he the best boyfriend, but I would always take him back. So if you know you're going to take this person back and y'all are just going through something in the meantime, in between time, don't tell your family. Do not tell your friends. Because if you have friends like I have friends, they are not going to like this person when you get back with them. Or you're going to look dumb every time you go back, crawling back. So if you know that you're not truly over it, or even if it's not something bad going on in your relationship, share, but share on like a surface area. Like, oh, what did y'all do? Oh, we went out on a date or something. I don't know. You don't have to give the details of, oh, he kissed me, grabbed my butt, and did all this. No, that's not their business. Okay? So do not overshare, because sometimes, a lot of the times, it'll come back to bite you. Number 3, dating emotionally unavailable men. I put men because that's who I'm dating, but emotionally unavailable people in general, highly do not recommend. A lot of people nowadays want to pretend and act like, oh, I don't care, like, I don't care. I care. And I need to date somebody or be with someone who cares. Because if we get in a situation or an argument or everything's going good, but you don't care to show me or do anything that relates to emotion because you're just this nonchalant, it is what it is. No, that doesn't work for me. It works for some, but personally, that is a mistake I've made, thinking, oh, you know, he's not even emotionally available, but I can get him to be emotionally available for me. No, this is not Build a Negro. This is not Captain Fix a Negro. So, no, don't deal with it. If he is not showing you that he is emotionally available, cut it, okay? Cut him out. Him or her, whoever, cut him out. Because I don't know about y'all, but I am dating for a purpose, okay? Now, if you're just trying to do whatever and casual, whatever, then of course it's different. But if you're dating for a purpose, cut out emotionally unavailable individuals. Even people who are not affectionate, if they're emotionally available, you will still be able to access that part of them. But if this person is just emotions shut off, leave them alone. Red flag. Okay. Number 4. Dating a prideful or egotistic partner. Personally, I would not recommend, just because I think that in relationships, right, it's 2 people coming as one. Well, that's the goal. Anyways, and if you're dating someone who's prideful, who's like, yeah, you know, we had this argument, but I'm gonna hold on to this, or yeah, this occurred, but I'm not gonna forgive or let it go because I got too much pride, or I'm not gonna come to him or her. Because women, we're good for that. We will act a fool, do too much sometimes, and then not be able to apologize or, you know, just cater to our partner, to our man, whatever. Don't be prideful. Don't be egotistic. Bring your pride down. If you're wrong, you're wrong, and just keep it pushing. But if you come across somebody who is extremely prideful, who is like no getting through to them, their way or the highway, I would say 9 times out of 10, red flag. Definitely red flag. Number 6, ignoring the red flags. Guilty. Lock me up. Throw away the key. Okay? Very much guilty. I am super understanding, or try to see the good in people, even though they'll show me time after time, child. They don't like me. They don't rock with me. And this goes for, you know, any and everybody, but specifically dating. A dude will show you, or a woman will show you that, that's suspicious. That's going to be a problem in the future. And you'll be like, yeah, no, because you want to look at the shiny stuff over here, but you're not paying attention to all this crap. Somebody shows you a red flag, I would say not necessarily completely cut them off, because people are not perfect, but keep that in the back of your mind. Like, okay, one, is this something that if it does not change, will I be able to stay in this and be comfortable? Or B, this person has this attribute, but they're working on changing it. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? you got to ask yourself, what are the boundaries? Because there are certain red flags that for me are not deal breakers. Because people are not perfect. I'm not perfect. I have an attitude problem. Working on it every day. Some days it wins, some days it doesn't. If somebody gave up, sorry y'all, somebody texted me. If somebody gave up on me, if my friends or, you know, ex-lovers, whatever, gave up on me the first time I showed them an attitude, because honestly, that is a red flag. We're grown, we're adults, and learn how to carry yourself. I would not be with nobody. So I'll just say, learn what the red flags that you're not willing to deal with are. Remember that, and when they present themselves, leave, okay? Dip on. Okay, all right. Number 7, compromising your standards / boundaries. So back to the whole red flags thing. Like, for me, there are certain red flags that, okay, now where I'm at in the dating worlds, if they for any reason present themselves, like for instance, we'll just do like the basic one, generic. If a man puts his hands on me, I don't care how sorry he is. I don't care what he does after that. There is no going back to that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have certain red flags or know what your boundaries are, and B, know what your standards are. Like for me, I'm actively trying to pursue men who are romantic, pursue men who, you know, are affectionate, who do nice things for women, who are providers, because that is a standard I want to, you know, abide by. Sorry guys, I had a call come in. Put my phone on do not disturb, so we're good. So where was I? Yeah, so just don't compromise your standards. Know what those standards are, know what those boundaries are, and when either a male or a female is trying to get you to settle, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? If they can't afford what you're looking for, and that's not fiscal or just financial, if they can't afford you as a person, let them go. And that's something I'm working on, so it ain't gonna happen overnight, but just actively work towards maintaining your standards and your boundaries. Very big. All right. This may be petty for some people, but personally, if somebody asks me out on a first date and I pay for it, you will never hear from me again. That is something I have just put in my head that I'm not willing to deal with. Everybody's different. Some women will go Dutch with a guy on a first date. They'll do the half and half thing. I'm not doing it, because if I was gonna pay, I could have just gone out by myself, or we could have just gone as friends. You're pursuing a lady, you're courting a lady, do such. It's that simple. Argue with your mamas. All right, being argumentative. This is a trigger point for me, okay? I am quote unquote argumentative. I can be, because if you try me or you come for me, I have to get the last word. Working on it. But yes, dating someone who's constantly getting or pulling that side out of you gets draining. It gets to be a lot. It gets to just, don't nobody got time to be arguing all day, every day. It's not cute. People try to make like this whole toxic thing seem cute and stuff like that. No, people, the major thing is peace. I want peace, okay? So yes, arguing is normal, but being with somebody who's constantly argumentative, who is not trying to find a resolution or a solution, but they're trying to prove their point, I cannot deal. And I am also working on that myself, because that's something I need to work on. So yeah, for the people that know me, okay, I'm reading myself as well. Another red flag / mistake that I've made is talking about prior relationships, like exes, bringing that up. Do not bring up your past. If you're trying to build a future with somebody, do not bring up your past. The only time you should bring up your past is if your past is part of the present And by that, I mean you had a kid by somebody, or you're a survivor of something. That's when maybe you should bring up your past. But if your ex did you wrong way back in 10th grade and now you're 23, 24 still talking about it, red flag. Do not do that. No one cares. No one asked. If you're trying to build something with someone new, focus on building something with someone who's new. Or there are gonna be triggers and things from your past that will affect your new relationship, of course. But why add to that? Why bring up your ex who cheated on you 20 times? Who cares, sis? Move on. And I'm not saying that from a place of like, oh, I haven't experienced pain with past relationships. I'm saying that because your new person does not want to hear about that. They don't. They may not tell you, but it's unnecessary. Why are you worried about your ex or your past if you're trying to focus on the present and you're trying to get to the future? So I would not recommend talking or bringing up exes. Another mistake that I've made, I'm kind of at a point now, maybe like 18, 19, 20, this is cool for y'all, or maybe not. I don't know what the dating scene is for that age, but I just know what it used to be, and it's still very much a hot mess, just like dating at 25 is a hot mess. Texting all day, like, that is a mistake I've made. I will not do it. I do not have all day to sit around and text you. If you want to talk to me, if you want to get to know me, pick up the phone, call, have a good conversation, or take somebody out. If you don't like being on the phone, take them out. It don't have to cost money. You could go for a walk to the park. You could spend some bread. It's up to you. But if you truly want to get to know a woman or a man, put in the effort. Texting is quick, instant. Okay, where you at? That's what I'm doing. I'm not texting you my whole life, my whole day. No. If you want to know how my day was, pick up the phone, call me, plan something. So that is a little tip to my men and women. Texting all day is not it. The older you get, like, personally, I don't have time for it. If it ain't something serious or something quick, don't text it. Moving too fast. Definitely a mistake I have made. Moving too fast. Love bombing. If you don't know what love bombing is when, like, you meet someone and, like, the vibe is good or whatever, and then they just put everything on you all at once. It is a trauma response, and it also is a manipulation tactic, but I'm not a psychologist, so I ain't getting into all that. But moving too fast, if y'all are meant to be and y'all are going to last, and you have this vision for one another, why rush it? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you've been dating for 3-5 years and he ain't put a ring on it. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about y'all just met and he's already coming over to your house, or y'all already doing the deal, or whatever. Just don't move too fast. Move at your pace. Move at a pace that is comfortable for both parties, and enjoy one another. And if y'all are meant to be, it'll work. Simple. This right here is not, like, for me personally, a mistake I have made is not knowing when to leave and just settling and staying in a situation when I knew it no longer served me, but I didn't know how to leave that situation, because personally I feel guilty whenever I leave anyone. It has nothing to do with, it should have everything to do with me. I'm single. I'm trying to find happiness. So don't feel guilty for leaving or walking away from something that no longer serves you. Leave. If that thing is meant for you, it'll come back correct. I am a firm believer, or becoming a firm believer, in that no one has time to deal with shenanigans, okay? So if it no longer serves you, if it is not meeting your standards, if it's crossing those boundaries, leave. Know when to leave. And you can leave peacefully. You can leave on good terms. Sometimes you can't. But leave. If that's what you want to do, leave. Because at the end of the day, your happiness is the most important. And I'm not saying relationships are not going to have hard times or anything like that. But when you've done all you can do, there's no more that you can do to repair or fix this. Leave. Don't stay. Leave. Another mistake is personally running away from commitment. You know, a lot of people are dealing with things, things happen that make you not want to commit. That is a mistake I have made because I've missed out on really good guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a miss because, if it was meant to be, it'd be. But just running away from commitment or being fearful of committing to one person, not because of not wanting to be monogamous, but just scared of giving your all to somebody. At some point, you're going to have to make that leap. You're going to have to take that chance if you want a shot at love, relationship, longevity, whatever. You're going to have to be vulnerable and give yourself to somebody. So don't be fearful of commitment. It's easier said than done, but like I said, this is not something you're gonna just tomorrow you'll have all 21 of these checked off. Work towards it slowly, but the goal is to have these checked off at some point. You know what I'm saying? So running away from commitment, definitely a mistake. If you have a good person or you have a good partner, explain to them your whatever situation and try to find a way to commit to them if you love them enough to want to do that. Ooh, child, this one right here. Jumping to conclusions. I am known. I have this thing where I overthink, right? I'm an overthinker. I'll do 1 + 10 and get 300. Okay? Don't do it. And if you have a partner who does it, check it at the door. Because if you let people like me overthink too much, we get all the way over here and it's no longer reality. It's no longer anything. It's just nonsense. Okay? And if you have a partner who does it to you, talk to them about it. Find a middle ground. And if you can't find a middle ground, because a lot of times overthinking just requires reassurance. Sometimes that person just needs to be reassured that, hey, you care about me. And then it's like, oh, okay, I'm not tripping no more. But if that doesn't work, dip on them, okay? Because no one has time. No one has time. And this is not going to happen overnight. Don't leave somebody because they make one mistake and say, oh, Esther told me to leave. No, I didn't, sis. I'm just saying, don't make mistakes. Repeatedly experiencing something without a change is insanity. So let that be how you need it to be. But I didn't tell you to leave your man, or I didn't tell your man to leave you. Don't put that on me. Back to what I was saying, like, don't leave a situation just off of the first little tiff you guys have. Don't give up on your partner. I think the beautiful thing about love and is that it has its pains. Like, people talk about love like it's just this happy-go-lucky thing. No, you guys are gonna have problems. You guys are gonna experience trials and tribulations, but it's about how you come out of that. So don't give up on your partner. If you genuinely see the good in this person, and for the most part, this person has been good to you. I ain't talking about the dude that's been dogging you since y'all first started dating. I'm talking about the man who, is going through something right now. And he's not the greatest partner. Don't give up on him. Because remember the times when he was getting you flowers every Friday or taking you out on dates and communicating and doing all this. Ask yourself, what's going on with my partner? Don't give up on your partner so quickly. Sometimes they just need that support to get through it together. And then, like I said, you guys will be on the up and up. For me, not being romantic is a mistake that I will not deal with. Some people are okay with, because some people are not as romantic or super lovey-dovey. But I'm big on romance, I'm big on affection, I'm big on all that. So I cannot be with a partner who's not romantic, who's not affectionate, who's not, you know, constantly pursuing me. I need that in a relationship. Some people don't. So that's why you go back to those boundaries and those standards and you figure out what works for you and what doesn't. But for me, dating someone who is not romantic is a no-no. And that's on both ends. Ladies, cook for your man sometimes. Even though men nowadays really don't even require it. Even though I'm not saying like it's a requirement. I'm just saying a lot of guys nowadays don't ask for it. So if you even made him like a cup of noodles or I don't know, something, he'd be like, dang, you know, like acts of service is what I'm trying to say, which is a form of, for me, of romance. You know, it's one of the love languages. So do something nice for your man, okay? He's doing all these great things for you. Don't forget about him, and vice versa. This right here is for my ladies in the back. Stop trying to change these men. If he shows you or he's shown you who he is and he is who he is and he ain't gonna change, leave. You cannot change that man with love. You cannot change that man with time. A man will only change if he wants to change, not because you tell him to, okay? And that is a hard pill that I had to learn with my last situation. You cannot change a man. He will do what he wants. Will it hurt if he does what you don't want him to do? Of course. But at some point, you are going to wake up. You are going to remind yourself that you are a boss, you are a baddie, or you're that nigga or whatever. And you're going to keep on moving, okay? There is nothing you can do to change someone who does not want to change. Simple. So if you are dealing with something like that, leave. There's nothing you can do. Allow that person the space, the time to figure out if that's something they want to do for themselves or for y'all. But there's nothing you can do to make like, where people are like, oh, these are how you get a good... No, sis, you get a good man because a man wants to be a good man. Simple. You get a good woman because a woman wants to be a good woman. Simple. Sorry guys, I had to read a little bit. Little intermission. Also, this kind of goes off of like the whole not jumping into things. Take time to get to know your partner. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the confusing, the wild, the weird, the crazy. Take time to get to know your partner in every season, okay? Because I personally think, I'm not married or anything like that, but I was in a relationship acting like a wife, but that's another story, that if you can love somebody through all their seasons, even when you don't like them, but if you can still love them, there's no reason you should ever walk away from that person or you should leave that person. Unless they can't do the same for you, of course. But I'm saying if y'all are able to love each other, love one another through all of the seasons, then it's like that's your person. At least that's how I think. So y'all, that was all my little 21 mistakes that I have made in 2021. Probably gonna make some more, just being honest. But like I said, the goal is to work towards not making these mistakes at some point. Give yourself a vision. Say, I want to get here, and in order to get here, I have to not do these things right here, okay? Hopefully this video helps somebody out there. To my black queens, I know it's hard out here for us, but please, oh, actually I have one more. Are you listening? You listening, sis? If that man or woman doesn't claim you as their boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, fiance, husband, whatever, you're single. Therefore, you are a free agent. What does that mean? Date. Figure out what you like. Do not give your loyalty to one person. If they are not out here claiming you and doing what they need to do to keep somebody like you, and you're single, I'm not talking about you're in a relationship out here thotting and bopping and cheating on your man or cheating on your women. I'm talking about you're single. Do not be in your room crying on your pillowcase over a dude that's not your man or over a woman that's not your girl. Get up, take yourself back out there and date. And when you date multiple people, you can see, oh, okay, I like this. Okay, I want my next person to do this. Oh, I like when he does that. Oh, I don't like when he does this, or I don't like when she does this. You know what I'm saying? You're teaching yourself what you are going to deal with and what you are not going to deal with. Do not allow anyone to tell you that dating someone, multiple people, is wrong. It's not. It's a choice. It's a lifestyle. You know, if you cannot entertain more than one person, I'm sorry for you, sis or bro, but I highly recommend it. Okay? Now, if you're exclusive and y'all are together, don't be out here doing that, because that's obviously wrong. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed recording it for you. Please leave a comment down below of anything you would like for me to record, or if you want to see any makeup looks. I haven't really been doing too many of those lately. Or if you want me to cook something, let me know in the comments down below. If you made it all the way to the end, please drop the red kissy lips emoji. That'll let me know that you are a loyal supporter of me, and I really, really appreciate you. So please leave a like. Remember to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified every single time your girl posts. Thank you. Peace, love, and blessings. Bye.